When you first think about NFTs, your first thought might be the Ethereum blockchain. You might think about Opensea, high gas fees. Hell, you may even be thinking about some JPEGs of monkeys. But what if I could interest you in an alternative with a booming community that has just as high, if not higher, of a chance to 10, 20, 50, 100x your money? Welcome to the world of Solana NFTs. First, I want to shout out all the newcomers to the Solana NFT space. Welcome. But I also want to shout out all the OGs. Trust me, there's still info in this video for you guys. So just hold on a second and enjoy the rest of the vid. Let's start from the very beginning. There's a few things that you need to know as you start to dip your toes into the world of Solana and SOL NFTs. Step one, you know what we need to do? We need to grab some Solana. For this part, we're gonna assume that you're a very beginner, and what we're gonna do is open up your favorite crypto exchange, whether it's Binance, Crypto.com, I use Coinbase, and we're gonna buy SOL. Now we need a wallet to hold that SOL and to hold our Solana NFTs. You can use either Solflare, but my personal favorite and recommendation is the Phantom wallet. I'm gonna leave a link to the download of the Phantom wallet in the description below. After you bought your SOL on your favorite exchange, and you set up your seed phrase, everything that you need to do with your wallet, you guys know the basics. Write that shit down, keep it away safe, and don't ever tell anybody your seed phrase. Now let's transfer some of that SOL from our exchange into our wallet. Okay, we've bought some SOL, we have it in our hot wallet, in our Phantom wallet. What should we do next? Where do we find some SOL NFTs, and where do I find these gains? As always, this video is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor, but let me try to answer that question hypothetically. The first place you find Solana NFTs, let's just browse, see what the world of SOL NFTs looks like. Let's go on to magiceden.io. Magic Eden currently does 95% of secondary sales on the SOL NFT network. Magic Eden's the go-to. It's like the Opensea of ETH NFTs, but for SOL. Very similar, but instead of Opensea taking 2.5% as a platform transaction fee, Magic Eden only takes 2%, so we get a little bit more cushion on our trades. Okay, so now we have our capital, we're looking at our collections, so win the 50x. Let's take a quick step back and talk about why we're even here instead of being on Opensea. NFTs itself as an asset class, as a technology, are absolutely booming. Opensea itself is closing in on 1.5 million users and has already seen over $260 million in volume to date this year. But when you look at Magic Eden compared to Opensea in terms of who's onboarding the more new users currently, Magic Eden is blowing them out of the water. But let's throw some respect where respect is due. You could have seen some crazy gains. We're here because we like NFTs. If you were an early investor on ETH, say you got lucky, you killed it, you bought a Bored Ape Yacht Club for 0.08, sitting at 106, 103 ETH floor now. Say you bought a Doodle, minted for 0.123 ETH, now has a 13 ETH floor. Say you bought an NFT world, free mint, sitting at 10.3 ETH. So we can see how much money there really is to be made in NFTs itself, but why not check out Solana? The first reason we're on SOL compared to ETH is gas fees. It's really hard to get into NFTs as a beginner when you're paying upwards of $70, $100 to $200 of gas fees per transaction. I think this is a pretty interesting graphic that shows the gas fees so far this year, the fluctuations, and what you can expect to spend. Plus, if you've seen my video about how to win gas wars, you know that you always have to tip your miner as well. We love NFTs for the huge gains that we can see, but this gas fee is often a huge barrier of entry. We've seen plenty of times where there's a 0.3, 0.25 ETH mint, and that would be the equivalent of like 10 SOL, 11 SOL mint on Solana, and we don't really see those numbers. So just in general, projects are a little bit cheaper on SOL. Also, you don't have to worry about paying gas fees because it's less than a penny for every transaction. Solana itself as a blockchain can process an industry-leading 65,000 transactions per second. We're taking their word for it, but Solana has told us that they're going to be able to keep the transaction costs under a penny per because their ability to scale. Ethereum, by contrast, is now so congested that it's processing just 16 transactions per second at an average cost of $14 per transaction, according to Etherscan. Let's talk about a few more benefits of SOL NFTs. This is also the perfect setting for traders or scalpers, because what if you have, say, an 8% artist royalty fee on an NFT and a 2% fee for Magic Eden? So that's 10% of whatever you're going to sell or trade is gone. So you have to win by at least 10% on your trade to break even. But now imagine we're on ETH And there's also an extra $125 gas fee on top of that. That is huge and cuts into your profit margins a ton. And don't worry, you can still make those outsized 10, 20, 100x gains on Solana. It's not just the Bored Ape Yacht Club on ETH. We have Boryoko Dragon sitting over 260 SOL. This was a 1.1 SOL mint, I think. So, you know, just a quick 260x. Mindfolk with an 85x since it's 1 SOL mint. Solana Monkey Business now with what? 140x since minting for 2 SOL, the original PFP on Solana. I think this is a good time for me to ask you guys, please do me a favor and smash that like button. And if you want to get started in SOL NFTs, please drop a subscribe to this channel. I got you every step of the way. We do have to touch on a few things that's a little bit sketchier about SOL. There's less docs teams, a little bit less docs founders, there's more rug pulls, so you got to be much safer and navigate these streets safely. Not every project is a winner, and you're gonna have to really figure out how to find the best top projects. Your 2 best friends are gonna be Twitter and Discord, and some nice YouTube channels. What you're gonna do to try to find winners on SOL are look for things like established teams, innovative new concepts, great artists, docs founders, or a ton of hype behind the project. The best thing you can do right now is follow the right people. You can follow EasyEats on Twitter, you can follow me on YouTube, you can follow the homies Ragnar, you can follow Jerzy, follow Grishuh. All you want to do is make sure you're setting up alerts, Discord channels, finding the right people with the right information. There's plenty of strong alpha groups for ETH, and maybe that's where you want to be to start your information, but I got you. I got a free Discord group. Right now it is 100% free, and I'm doing my very best to provide things like mint calendars, deep dives on NFT projects. I have daily top trades. I got you. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open up my Discord. It is a private Discord, but for 100 people that comment on this video and like the video, I'm gonna open and send a private link to the Discord. To recap what you've done so far, you've funded your wallet with SOL, you've created a Phantom wallet, you found Magic Eden, you found the right people to follow, you've looked at upcoming mints, you've looked at deep dives on undervalued existing projects. Now you're ready to pull the trigger on your first SOL NFT. Enjoy the rides, DGens, because it is Solana Summit.